Marathon has made me feel like an insane person, and I am not sure how I feel about it. This game has some of the clunkiest, most intimidating UI I have ever seen in my entire life. I look at this and just, what the fuck? Has a very confusing map design that leaves me kerfuckled on where to go or what to do, and it's like, hey, is anybody else in this lobby? Also, while the art design has character and purpose, I am often baffled and confused as to what the fuck I am looking at. But most importantly, I kinda fucking love it. I know. I have left many of you confused, which tells me it's your first time here. Welcome in, and no, it does not get any better. But how can I have so many issues with a game and yet still really enjoy my time playing it? Well, my friend, it's in the bones. It's in the bones, good sir. Dude, what the fuck are you even talking about? Sorry. I can see some very real, tangible potential with this game that leaves me with hope. Or it's cope, because I bought the deluxe edition, that it's probably more so that. Now, I know most people do not want to buy a game because of the potential of said game. We all have been to that town a little too much. But despite the future version of this game I see on the horizon, the current game is not that bad. And honestly, had scratched an itch I didn't even know I had. Which shocked me for two reasons. Firstly, I did not want to buy this game, given that the sentiment online is that this game broke into their house, beat the fuck out of them, and stole all of their shit. And at least for one person, it did do the latter. But I would ask people during the server slam if they liked the game, and they would answer me like they did something wrong by liking it. The hate for this game has been unreal. Some warranted, there are definitely aspects of the game that need work, and some hate not so warranted, mainly from Destiny players that are upset because Bungie forgot about them. It's alright, you're gonna be okay, you'll pull through. To be honest, it wasn't even that good of a game to begin with. You know, if this game flops, we're getting an announcement for Destiny 3 at the end of the year. I'm betting the house on that. And the second, more important reason I was not going to play this game was that I kind of already had my extraction shooter, Arc Raiders. This game had kind of given me everything I wanted, and I didn't see the need to play another one like it. But then, two weird things happened that changed my mind. Arc Raiders had a large update where they announced Wind. And a bigger wasp, I guess. And also, I was wanting to cut loose on some players and kill on sight and be a rat without the shocking character judgment that comes along with such an act. So, at the end of the day, I was hankering for something new and fresh. And Marathon was looking at me quite seductively.
We don't care that you're a rat piece of shit. You'll have fun over here.
Oh, why thank you.
We also don't care that you look like a fat little hobbit.
Oh, okay. Now, the game is out, my friends. Despite the rocky road it took to get us here, we can now play the full version of this game. And yeah, I was both surprised and also very surprised. It's almost evenly split. There are aspects I love about this game and also some I cannot fucking stand. And I want to start off with easily the most polarizing aspect of this game. The fucking design of it.
The game looks like Roblox.
This looks like ass.
Game's too fucking blocky.
Yeah, look, the art direction the devs took here was a bold choice and a polarizing one at that. I have not heard a single person say that the art design for this game is okay or that they kind of liked it. It's either literal hell incarnate or the most beautiful depiction of graphic realism they have ever seen. And I am not sure if you're ready for a Hobbit's opinion, but I fucking love the way this game looks. I am not even talking about the beautiful art direction of the game, but also the atmosphere in this game is fucking palpable. There were several moments where I would stop playing just to look around at the gorgeous map the devs have created. And also, despite how much I fucking hate the hero champion system in games, you know, like having to pick an operator or an agent or a fucking runner, I love the look of every character in this game. We will talk about why I think this is the worst thing the game did, but let's not visit Negative Nancy's house quite yet. She's still sleeping. When I compare the way this game looks to Arc Raiders, and forgive me, I'm going to be comparing this game to Arc Raiders quite a lot because honestly, how can you not? Arc Raiders clearly took a very safe approach to their game. And also, if we're being honest, maybe 80% of the skins in that game are dog shit. I know, but one of the free skins you can unlock is basically just a dude in ratty clothing. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh, I mean, I love it, actually. I love this one, and I especially love the stripper boots. Okay, I'm ready. Marathon, as it stands right now, has some character designs and skins that absolutely fuck. Obviously, as a Titan main and a huge fan of anything Halo related, I insta-lock Destroyer because he looks like the security Spartan. And your boy here kind of fucks with that. But I did like all of the other character designs as well, and there is something to be said for that. Not to mention, it's like the artists for this game just wanted to max out the aura factor because some of those agents you work for in the game are just hard as fuck. Just look at this dude. Why is there a line connected to wires? Who gives a shit? Right now, there is simply no game that looks like this, and I appreciate how unique it feels. Seriously, if I throw up screenshots of just a bunch of other games in the past 5 years, unless you've played them, they look like the same fucking game. But in a much more important aspect of the game that I touched on earlier is the weight of the atmosphere. It is like nothing I have ever seen. Call me a lizard operating hobbit, but come on guys, this is kinda dope. I was playing with friends for the majority of my time playing this game while I was live, and one of my viewers had pointed out that I was only having fun with the game because I was playing with friends. And honestly, that's a fair statement. You can literally kick a bag of dog shit down the road with a friend and it would be fun. I actually may have fun doing that by myself. So I wanted to see how the game felt if only I played it by myself. What is the solo experience for this game? So I hopped in solo, and this game went from a pretty fun and decent looter shooter to a fucking horror game. And I think I know why. The sound design in this game goes so hard. There are certain parts of the map that when you go indoors, the sound becomes claustrophobic, and you always feel like someone or something is stalking you. Those bright as fuck hallways, or even in the open swamp, you never really feel safe on this world. And for an extraction shooter, I love that shit. Like, if you have a gnarly set of headphones or earbuds, the sound will seep through into your soul. Which, you know, in case you don't, then this is a great time to point out today's video is sponsored by Raycon. If I tricked you, and you did not see that coming, you legally have to stay for the whole thing. With spring on its way, it's the perfect time to refresh your routine and spend more of said time outside. Whether you're going on daily walks, running errands, or just soaking up some fresh air, it's nice to have something that fits effortlessly into your day. Raycon's essential open earbuds have become my go-to for anything chores or gym related. Because they're open ear, you can listen to music or podcasts while still being able to hear what's happening around you, which makes being outside feel easier, more comfortable, and just downright safer. Regular earbuds block out everything, alright? And it's just not safe to walk around outside if you can't hear your surroundings. Someone's calling your name, if a car's honking, or if a wild bobcat is approaching you. I don't know what your surroundings are. The sound stays clear and balanced without feeling closed off from your surroundings. And right now, you can grab them for 20% off. These bad boys I'm currently wearing sit right outside your ear canal so you can get a really clear sound, but also you are aware of your surroundings. They are really light, and the ear hook part rotates, so they actually stay in, which, for anyone that wants a set of earbuds, is very crucial. Raycon has over 3 million customers, and the sound quality is just as good as the ones that are way more expensive. They're half the price because they're not paying for celebrity endorsements. Well, I mean, maybe a little bit, right? I am here. And all that other retail markup stuff. And if you don't like them, they have a 30-day guarantee. So if you're interested, the essential open earbuds are perfect for refreshing your routine this spring. Go to buyraycon.com/McSpoonsOpen to get 20% off. Thank you to Raycon once again for sponsoring today's video. Not to mention, the random dynamic events that happen really make you not only appreciate how cool as fuck they look, but also how eerie this game can be. But as a solo runner, was it as fun playing by myself as it was with friends, or even randos for that matter? No, not terribly. I enjoyed my time playing by myself, but yeah, there's no comparison that I had more of a fun time playing with my buddies. This is because, and it is clear as day, that the game was built around having a team comp. If you go in solo as Destroyer, such as myself, you realize just how much of a disadvantage you are at compared to other characters that are more built for solo play, like having the ability to go fucking invisible. Which brings me back to my least favorite part of the game that I had yapped about earlier. Now, this is either an amazing thing for you or a awful thing for you, and I find myself in camp this blows ass. This game has different runners, or shells, whatever, which all have different abilities that you will not really understand, and depending on what team comp you start off with, drastically changes the game's flow. I have never been one to like choosing a different hero in a game. In fact, I would love to find the person who came up with that idea of different operators in a shooter game and just have a couple words with them. Actually, yeah, I'll be right back. What if, now hear me out on this one, what if we took the first-person shooter genre, but we made every shooter a different character with different abilities and drastically different looks? That way, players can bond to one specific character and just kind of fiend over them, and we just get to rake in the dough. Yeah, I like that idea. Right? I think that's a good idea, huh? Yeah? Come in. 1 second. Hi, can I help you? Oh my god. I'm so sorry for my departure there. I'm back now. What was I even talking about? But okay. It's a very common mechanic in games. I guess I can get over it, but in this game, it literally makes no sense. This game tells you that you are the runner playing the game and you're simply transferring your consciousness into a shell. But it's so clear to me that the shells in this game are their own separate characters with different personalities. If this were really about you, the player, they would let you personalize the shell completely. Your helmet, your color, your shoulder pads, and I cannot believe the devs of Halo did not incorporate this. What a fucking whiff. But it wouldn't just stop there. Look, there's a lot of depth to this game, and we're going to talk about how intimidating this all is, but how cool would it be if you can mix and match different abilities equipped to any kind of shell? Would it be overpowered to be able to leap across the map like Destroyer and also send out healing drones like this guy? Yes. But you know what else it would be? Cool and fun. I just hate operators, and I feel like in this game, it only holds it back. Let me give you a more pertinent example. What if I only like the look of Destroyer? I eat crayons after all, but I like the abilities of this chick more. Too bad, I guess. You now have to either play as a character whose design is not the greatest for you personally, or play the dude you think looks cool as hell, but has no synergy with how you play the game. It's just a strange limiter that has completely plagued the gaming space for like a decade now. Now, it does set it apart from Arc Raiders, I guess. I don't see this as a good thing because in Arc Raiders, I love how everyone is just a person. There's no special abilities, no perfect meta combination that you need to constantly be checking to see what is the best loadout equipped. Ooh, are you sure that's the right level you want to do? Are you playing the game correctly? I have no fucking idea. It's just a lot. And if I was completely sold on the game and loved it thoroughly, then I guess I wouldn't mind taking the time to learn which team kit is the best, what all of the runner abilities do, understanding the visual language on my screen, and there is a lot, but also now I need to know what gun attachments are the best, what gear I should bring in, and also what to level up to make my runner shell the most optimal. Like, dear God, stop. It's not the worst thing in the world, right? Hitting an ult that shoots out rockets as you spray them with bullets is cool as shit, yes. But the invisible prick has killed me more than any other character in the game because, get this, you can't actually see him. Isn't this just so approachable? All right, look, in fairness, it is a lot, yes. I'm not saying they should nerf anything. This is 100% a skill issue, and I plan on playing the game more and more, and eventually, it's gonna become second nature to me. I hope to dear God. But sometimes, the shit I am looking at leaves me completely baffled. I am not talking about the art design, because again, it's dope. I'm talking about how sometimes I am just looking at a jumbled mess. Not to say this is a really big problem for me. UI is important, but Project Zomboid is one of my favorite games of all time, and that game's UI is king of shit. I had a feeling this was going to happen, because if you look at Destiny, them motherfuckers love their menus, dude. There are menus upon menus in that game, and Marathon is no different. But this is a new game for me. I think with time, as it stands, I won't hate this part of the game as much. But we got a little off track there. We need to tackle more of the core mechanics of the game. As it stands, I only had 2 demands that needed to be met when I bought this game. The visuals, check, and the gunplay, baby. How do the guns look in this game? How does combat and its combatants make me feel? Is the lizard in my brain happy about the pixels it sees on screen?
Lizard, 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 lizard.
It's been talked about to death, but for all the very real faults Bungie has, they know how to make guns feel good as shit. Marathon is no different. The response of my bullets felt snappy, and every little kill I got gave my little lizard brain a little boost of dopamine. And the more I killed, the more I wanted to risk. That to me is the core system you need to perfect for an extraction shooter. And they kinda crushed it. You are going to be taking chances in this game. After all, if you die in the world, you lose all of your shit. I need to be enticed enough to keep getting into fights, willing to risk everything I gained, because at the end of the day, we're all gambling addicts. Now, there is a big problem with gunfights in this game, but more on that later. All of the guns had character, and every time I picked up a new one, I would let out a little man giggle, because I was excited to try my shiny new toy. Now, I haven't gotten to play with all of the guns because I am, and you're not gonna believe this, not great at the game. But I never found a gun that I did not enjoy using, and that's kind of difficult to pull off and deserves some praise. You can definitely feel the bones of Halo and Destiny in this game. Some of the bones, though, are not great. There are a lot of menus. But since for both Halo and Destiny I adored both of those games' gunplay at the very least, I was not surprised to love this game's as well. Killing raiders, or runners, is what I live for in this game, and the fights you get into with other players is a ton of fun. But for the most part, you're going to be fighting AI. These weird sucky suck robots. No, I'll address that later, I promise. Is the AI in this game good? I would say yeah. They are really fun to kill. Whether you can kill them or not is a different discussion, because I gotta say, side tangent, this game is hard as ballsack. But I love killing these things. I did not like that they kill you and literally suck you to death and finish all over your screen. Hey, I'm just the messenger. That's actually what happens. I'm not making that up. But while fun guns are important in an extraction shooter, it is not the only recipe in the concoction I like to call, "Am I having fun, Daddy?" I'm sorry. You gotta have some dope-ass loot in an extraction looter shooter, and I am not sure Marathon nails the mark on this one. Guns are good, no doubt about that. It's mainly the other shit that I'm looking at that I don't think hits the mark. There's an argument to be made that I hate this part of the game because of my reading level, which is shockingly low. In fact, I got a 13 on the ACT. That was the first time I made my mother cry. Because there is a lot of reading required to understand what loot is good and what loot is trash. Again, this very well could change the longer I play and the more I get used to what looks like what, but as it stands, I cannot say that what I'm looking at is super intuitive. Look, when you're in an extraction shooter and all of your loot is on the line, you need to be able to quickly glance at someone's loot and determine whether or not it's worth your time, because you die so fast in this game. If you get caught off guard, there is a 90% chance you are going to lose that gunfight. So if I'm looking and scrambling around at these crates and these other bodies I'm looting, I need to kind of quickly know, oh, that shit's worth it, oh, that shit's not. And with all the wall of text that precedes me, I really can't do that. I have died several times reading, which I don't think is that fun. Even though I was ranting about how bad this is, but also praising the depth in this game, does it feel a little all over the place? Yeah, but I feel like you knew that at this point. But yeah, man, the loot all kind of blends together at times. especially in the heat of battle. Like, what the fuck is an OS debug toxic whatever the shit card? And every little icon looks like a first aid kit. Whose idea was that? Look, even in Arc Raiders, I was confused a tad at first, but I can tell a drastic difference with the level of confusion I am feeling with Marathon. There's a chance it's a me thing. Okay, I'll take that on the chin. You feel free to let me know in the comments. I know several of you have already pointed out that I'm only hiding my hair under a beanie to avoid the Hobbit allegations, and I need to stress you, in the United States, legally I am not a Hobbit. All in all, yes, there are a lot of issues to this game that I cannot simply ignore, but at the end of the day, the question that is the most important to answer is, did I have fun? Yeah, I did. That cannot be said for a lot of games that have come out recently. So that in itself is a pleasant surprise. Will this game beat Arc Raiders? No, it won't. But I think that's okay. I don't think it's even trying to be the same thing. It's just in the same genre. If this game ends up being the second most popular extraction shooter and does not overtake the throne, I don't think that's such a bad thing, honestly. We can have two really good games at the same time. One of them will just be way more approachable and way more liked for a larger audience. It's kind of like how there are more Fortnite players, period, but also there are a shit ton of Apex Legends players. Seems to be working out for them. I think this game looks amazing and has a shit ton of aura behind it. While Bungie may have made you mad in the past, which there is a strong chance they have, me too, you cannot deny that this game has some real weight to it. I think a lot of the hate this game gets online feels a tad forced sometimes. You're allowed to dislike a game. You're even allowed to hate it if you really just don't fuck with it. But there comes a point where after I read someone's review, I gotta ask, what did Bungie do to you, man? Look, I don't want to be thrown in the camp of toxic positivity because that jail cell looks like it stinks, but I'm not gonna pretend to hate this game because hate sells. I liked it. But you know what I like even more? My dear members! Oh God, you guys keep the lights on in the house. I could not do this without you. I love each and every single one of you. Mwah. And I look forward to the journey we will have together. I have no idea if this bit is fucking worth it in the slightest.